advocacy, community, education, resources, rewards. Learn more at thervadvisor.com.
Little birdie told me I need RV advice.
Get information straight from the horse's mouth.
Little birdie told me I need RV advice.
It's Just Ask GiGi with Gigi Stetler and Tom Alexander. Now here's Gigi and Tom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Just Ask GiGi. I'm Tom Alexander. And of course, there she is, the star of the show, Gigi Stetler. Hey, Gigi, how are you?
Oh, I'm grand. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. And I know it's been pretty busy there. Between the raindrops, we've been able to kind of get some work done and also had a big day yesterday, actually, before we were shooting this segment. And some interesting information and a lot to share regarding SnapPad, the RV SnapPad.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Yes, that was quite. I was very impressed. I normally am not very impressed with a product, because but it was just interesting how that fell in our lap, because we have, in my personal dealership, we have, so many newbies that are looking for RVs, but there's so many new purposes for RVs. So many people here are purchasing RVs to put to move their parents closer, and instead of building, putting the RV in their backyard or on the side of the house and letting family members live in it, kind of like what the healthcare worker situation was. So, or they're able to leave it at home, but their driveway is sloped. So there was always one of the first few things that these newbies, when they come on the lot, is I'm going to park this on grass by the side of my house, and they're looking at the jacks, and the jacks are about this round, and they're going to go into the ground, and if they put wood, the wood's going to get wet. And, so they've always been kind of, curious. And I've always told them to go buy, 16 by 16, cement slabs and stuff. And so our wonderful Kelly, had reached out to SnapPads, and I'm not a believer until I feel it, touch it, try it, and all of that. So
yeah, kick the tires, if you will, right?
Yeah. So because I'm all about solutions, and that has always been a problem about leveling, and even, going to a campsite and it's a little crooked or, sideways or this or that, because jacks are not really made to lift the entire vehicle. You'll bend a jack, but, trying to lift it, put the wood under it, and all that stuff. So any event, so we in between the raindrops yesterday, we installed a set of SnapPad jacks on a Sierra Forest River product, which has a 6-point leveling system. So, and it's very heavy, and that was probably one of the biggest tests that we did. And we got that on film. And anyway, so we'll have a look at that.
Yeah, let's take a look right now. Here we go. This is from yesterday.
Hi guys. Hey, so we're doing the SnapPad, huh? Yeah. So Lucas, because this will be included in your purchase, this set of SnapPads, because they're permanently installed. So we're putting them on this model that you happen to be interested in.
Okay.
So anyway, Stefan's going to give us a little demonstration here. So you squirt a little soap.
Yeah, a little soap.
It doesn't have to be Dawn, right? Any type of bubbly product. It's quite fascinating. And
Pass a little fingers. Okay.
And the trailer right now is in your position as on your truck.
We're pretending it's on the truck. It's on our forklift right now, but we didn't have room for that.
Okay. Then?
So now basically you lower the jack, Magic Larry, to push the magic button. So if you look at the dimensions of this jack pad, what's unique is this is the standard jack, and if you see the position of it, the stability, if you were on a ground, actually, like when we leave this scene, we'll show you some unlevel ground that you're normally going to face when you're in a campground, or even at your property or storage or something like that. So you just
Okay.
So the nice thing about the 6-point leveling jacks, which the system is, and once this is installed, it's installed forever.
It's like a glove.
Look how it forms around there. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. It's like a custom shoe.
And then once this one's on and you raise it, do you put one on the other as well?
Yes,
Okay,
yes. You'll
gotcha.
do each one independently. But like I said, once it's on, and you saw how it like sealed itself. So now if you look at the difference, which we don't have that one on, Lucas, and if you look over here, AB, come follow us over here. And if you look at all of these that don't have the SnapPad jack on them, you see the narrowness of the jack. So if you were on this type of pavement here, which is going to happen, if you look, maybe have a look at this. This is going to be very, very, very general sometimes, where you might be right in the middle of this type of a crack or uneven footing there. So what it does is it literally spreads the weight distribution of the jack, and it doesn't allow, because if you are on softer sand, that jack will sink, where that pad will not sink. So it just, or if you don't need to carry that bulky wood with you anymore, or those little yellow chalkboard pad things that you'll no longer need to carry anything like that, because your shoes are installed permanently. So anyway, hats off to this system. I was a little skeptical when I first read the box and everything, but when I saw it go on, I was like, that's amazing, and it doesn't come off. So
Perfect fit.
It's a perfect fit. Fits like a glove. It's pretty incredible. So I think what you do is, go to SnapPad and you give them the dimensions of your jacks. And I think all I did was send them a picture of these jacks, so I didn't even have to go out and measure them. I told them the model of the unit that I was going to put them on, and I took a picture of it, and they were perfect. They fit like a glove. I'm so impressed. And now that they're installed, which took, I think, maybe 7 minutes of all, we have 6 SnapPad jacks on this vehicle, and now it's perfectly level. I love it. I love it. Hats off to this product. Till next time, guys.
Well, that was very interesting, very helpful, and you get to see it in action.
It was amazing, huh? It literally fit like a glove. I couldn't believe it, because I just thought that, and we put it on with dish soap, which was I hadn't quite figured out what the dish soap is about, but I think it just creates a suction. But it's like having a homemade shoe or something, or what do you call it? Like a custom shoe made for your, like custom riding boots. Anyway, it was great.
That's terrific. Well, we have actually got a big announcement to make at the end of the show regarding SnapPad. So that's our little shameless plug and hype there that we're doing. But when we come back on the other side of the break, we've got your questions. This is Just Ask Gigi. Back in a moment.
The RV Advisor was created for you to protect your rights as an RV enthusiast and arm you with the knowledge to navigate the complex RV industry. There's strength in numbers, and that's why we've built a nationwide network of RV owners empowering you with the advice you can trust at rvadvisor.com.
We are back on Just Ask Gigi along with Gigi Stetler. I'm Tom Alexander. And Gigi, we've got a couple of questions for you. The first one is from Carol. And Carol wants to know, any tips for a mom of 2 young kids transitioning from home to RV? So brick and mortar to RV. You're a mom, and so you can certainly speak to that, and you've a little something about RVs, I'd say. So what's your tip for Carol making that transition?
Carol, you please feel free to email me some other questions, just so I can get a little bit more story. Are you going in this RV because you're going to be transient and work related, or are you going to set up full time in one particular campground.
Mhm.
These are questions that that I kind of need to answer that question, but I will tell you this, that depending on how much, time you're going to spend, and if you are not moving all the time, I highly recommend towing something rather than driving a motorhome, because if the motorhome has any engine issues, you lose your home. So
Right.
that's, and motorhomes are they're more couple friendly than kids, because even if you get a motorhome with a bunkhouse, or bunk beds, I should say, not a bunkhouse, there's no closet space, for kids. It's very difficult to live with two children in a motorized vehicle. A fifth wheel is definitely the way to go, or a bumper pull bunkhouse. The kids have to have their own space.
Yeah.
Because if they're in your living room, that will become a nightmare at some point.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you for that, and good luck, Carol. And you can
Yeah.
certainly reach out to Gigi directly. We have one more question here from Robert. And Robert wants to know, well, he says, we thought we'd take on a restoration project. And we bought a small travel trailer, 1966.
Oh,
Wow, that's an old one.
love that.
Yeah, I do too. Any tips on installing an AC?
Oh, well, that's
Because this didn't have AC, I guess, in 1966. So they need they want to put some AC in. What do you think?
Well, if you're going to do a rooftop air conditioner, hopefully it has a roof vent, because cutting a hole in the roof without a vent, in 1966, I believe they were aluminum roofs. I'm not 100%. I don't think they were rubber back then, but if it's an aluminum roof and it has a roof vent, most likely the roof vent was not supported back then. So if there's a roof vent and you are going to put it in the roof vent, you definitely need to support the frame around the vent. And the only way most likely that would be possible is to go side to side and try to find side beams to tie it into. But you definitely have to support that roof because it wasn't designed. But they do make a new, it's not necessarily like a window unit. They make a new air conditioner system that's actually two-part, where you basically, it goes inside the unit and just a small cutout of a vent that would go outside. And that might be a better model. They also, some of the new travel trailers, very small ones, are using window units that are they don't stick out the outside like they used to. They're actually fit in a cabinet. And that might be a better option for you, because most likely that roof that you have is tin. And it's not going to be very supported for a rooftop air conditioner.
All right, very helpful. Thank you, Robert, and thank you, Carol, for your questions this week on Just Ask Gigi. And if you have a question for Gigi on the show, very simple, info@thervadvisor.com. That's info@thervadvisor.com. And just put in the subject line JAG or Just Ask Gigi, and ask away. We'll get your question answered best we can. And when we come back, we've got a piece of news for you that you have an opportunity to win something big. All right, that is on the other side of this break. We'll tell you all about it in just a moment. Here's the world's only permanent jack pad. RV SnapPads attach permanently to your RV leveling jacks. Let them know what kind of rig you have, and the perfect set of snap pads await. To learn more, visit RVSnapPad.com. Wrapping things up now on Just Ask Gigi. Before we go, we've got something big to tell you. We do have a giveaway, and I'm going to turn it over to the star of the show to tell you all about it. Go ahead, Gigi.
Anybody want to win a pair of snap pads? They're so awesome and very pricey. It's an amazing gift from our SnapPad friends. And so we're going to have a giveaway. So, we are now starting to heavily promote our RV Advisors Good Samaritan social site. So when you log in, just go and set up your profile on the Good Samaritan section of the site, which will set up your profile and picture and this and that. And whoever posts the best post and gets the most likes from now till next week's show, because we'll announce the winner next week, will win a pair of custom SnapPad jacks. What do you think of that?
There you go, custom SnapPad jacks. So the best post, the post with the most likes between now and next show, which of course runs on Thursdays. You will, not we will, you will be the winner and win yourself a pair of SnapPad jacks, Snap jacks. It sounds like I'm hot cakes, you got a flapjacks. I'll get it right.
I tried. I SnapPad jack.
Yeah, there you go. Jack pad. Yeah. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. We'll figure it out. But that is a great gift. That is a great gift. And thanks to our friends, our partners, affiliates at SnapPad. That is pretty awesome. There you go. Well, we will be back again next Thursday with a brand new show. Don't forget, visit the RVadvisor.com and do sign up for that social media site. You're going to love it. It's a lot of fun. Say that again.
Said I want to see you all there.
Yes.
Tommy, pull up your profile because you send me a friend request with no.
Yeah, I gotta just, speaking of jackpad, I need to jack up that profile page and make sure everything's in order. So we'll do that. For Gigi Stetler, I'm Tom Alexander. We thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.
Bye.